Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. We got a Comic-Con trailer to look at that I didn't get around to during Comic-Con. I got caught up in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever hoopla as that video just took itself out of orbit when it comes to views. The biggest video view-wise I've had to date, comment-wise, like-wise, subscriber wise. I got caught up in it and I slipped and I dropped the ball. And now the show is coming on Friday, and this is like one of my most anticipated things of the year because I love this property. So I figure, it's Tuesday, we got a couple days till Friday. I should probably throw this up now. So let's not waste any more time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat. We're getting ready to take a look at the official trailer for Netflix's The Sandman. And I am so stoked for this piece of material to come to life on my big screen television. That's what I'll be watching it on. But no, I'm like legitimately so excited for this show. I'm a big time Neil Gaiman fan, have been for a long time, and I remember in college when I came across The Sandman for the first time and I was starting to get back into comics. Just got swept up into that world, and have been a fan since that moment. Like they relaunched The Sandman a few years back. I bought like all the covers to the one that Gaiman wrote, and like a lot of those comics I followed for a little while, and they currently sit in my comic bins as we speak. But like I got a lot of love for the Sandman world. It's rich, it's vibrant, the story is fascinating because it doesn't function like a normal story, and that's one of the special qualities about the Sandman and its universe. And just recently they did the first like 2 acts, which encompass, I want to say, like the first like 12 or 15 issues, I think, somewhere in there, on Audible, with a phenomenal voice cast. Like I'm so excited for Tom Sturridge because he looks the part so well. Like from the teaser trailer and some of the promotional materials I've seen, like I can't wait for him. I'm very excited. However, James McAvoy voiced Morpheus in the Audible version, and it's gonna be very tough to get that out of my mind. But like one of the things I'm excited about is like after watching the first episode or two, and I get a vibe of exactly what they're doing as far as an adaptation. I want to like go back and like read the actual pages, and or have the Audible read me the pages as I follow it. Like it's one of those worlds that you just want to like dive into and live in. And like right after I had finished reading the Audibles, broke out my trade paperbacks and like went back and reread all of that stuff. Like I am so stoked, and the teaser alone looked so accurate to the world of the Sandman, and knowing how involved Neil Gaiman is here, and it's a project that I think him and a lot of people have wanted to see come to life. It's just, it feels like it's got all the right things. So I'm very excited to take a look at this trailer. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for all the goodies, and more specifically to see where we're going story wise. I know that we're tackling the early books here because of the teaser trailer, right? Like you see him getting imprisoned, when I can't think of names right now, but when Homeboy's trying to trap Death and accidentally traps Morpheus instead. See all that. I mean, that's the stuff that looks so accurate out of the books. So obviously, like they're going for an adaptation. Hopefully that's true to form, and I'm excited in general. I mean, we've got a really strong, I think, group overseeing this, right? With Gaiman, David S. Goyer, and Alan Heinberg. Heinberg writing a few episodes, but the writing side is pretty mixed up. They got a pretty, diverse writers' room. Same on the director's side, outside of Andres Baez, who directs 2, and Jamie Childs, who directs 4. So I'm very excited. Childs takes over from episode 2 to episode 5, according to Wikipedia. So I'm very excited to see what it is that she's building, because after Mike Barker's premiere episode, like she's gonna have a lot of the building of the world going on, and I'm really excited from the production side there. And then, like I said, when you're talking about like your talent. Like the talent is through the roof on the Audible, but I think it's just as strong here. I mean, Tom Sturridge's Dream, Gwendolyn Christie playing Lucifer is going to be delightful for so many reasons. I'm super pumped for Boyd Holbrook. I heard the Corinthian is somebody that we see in this trailer, and that is a character that should be a lot of fun, I think, for Holbrook. I mean, the list here just can go on and on. There's so many characters. This is one of the things I love about the world. It's so rich. But just who we have in the cast and who's going to pop up is all really, really exciting stuff. So I'm going to stop talking, man. I'm just talking about this show before and everybody's just going to be like, I'm done. I don't even want to watch it. I've been hearing you talk way too much, my friend. Well, that's it. I'm going to shut up now. We're going to... My hair looks like, every once in a while, it's not that like I care, but I can see it in the camera frame when my hair is looking silly, and then when I'm cutting the JPEGs, then it's when I'm like, oh man, I'm like, it just looks, it makes, I gotta, I, like fake, I gotta cut things out, and just so now my hair's flat. I feel better. I'm ready. Now I'm ready. I'm ready for a trailer. We're going to shut up and talk. Geez, 6 minutes. Holy cow. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I'm having myself a nice little day. I'm running all over the place, but let's get the trailer up. It's here. I'm very excited to see what this official trailer brings us for the Sandman. Let's dive in. Ooh, a new Netflix open. Yeah, there he is, baby. Yes. Just that looks phenomenal.
Your waking world is shaped by dreams.
His voice is money.
Dreams and nightmares that I create and which I must control.
Dude,
He's out there looking for me, isn't he?
Can you imagine the damage he could do?
I need your help. If dreams disappear, then so will humanity.
I could do without dreams for a while. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in ages.
Joanna Constantine.
I'm not gonna stop until I've reshaped this world.
Tell us what power of dreams you have.
Yeah, let's go!
I thought about giving up, but I have a job to do, and I do it.
Things have changed.
So good.
Your eyes will tell me everything. Every thought, every feeling.
Ooh, man, they're doing such a good job of hiding what's going on with Boyd
My
Holbrook.
creations do not walk amongst the living, killing mortals for pleasure.
Oh, you don't think dreams can die? Let's find out.
Nightmares do not belong in the waking world.
Oh, it turns out I fit right in.
Dreams
don't die.
I'm so excited. We're doing everything.
Mr. Sandman.
The show. Thank you, Neil Gaiman. Thank you, Netflix. Oh, God, Friday, you can't get here fast enough, man. I got Fish this weekend, so for you Sandman fans that are like, oh, man, I can't wait to see man start throwing content up. I head down to Atlantic City around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, like, it's going to be an early to bed on Thursday, early up on Friday to watch a couple episodes, record, maybe get 1 or 2 videos up before I leave, hopefully. And then dive into the remainder on the backside. But wow, oh wow, man, does this look phenomenal. And I love that of the adaptation. Like I said, the actual Sandman story is really interesting because it chronicles a lot of different characters at a lot of different points in time. And some of the more interesting stuff is certainly the beginning when, like I said in the teaser, we see Morpheus getting trapped. While he's gone, he's in charge of the dream world, and there's nobody there to be in charge of it for a while. So him kind of regaining his realm is super important to the world. And it's a really great way to introduce it. And I think that's what we're going to see in the early episodes. That shot with him and Gwendolyn Christie, who looks, whoo, man, does she look phenomenal as Satan. I can't wait. Like that just, that looks like it's that. And that's like one of those the way that Gaiman uses the devil inside the context of the story and the conversations that Morpheus has with the devil, I'm so excited for Gwendolyn Christie in that respect. But that piece that we're seeing in the trailer comes from that early part. There's several things that Morpheus needs in order to be at full power. So going to hell to obtain one of those things is very early on and very important to the early build. But then once you start to get out of that first part of the story and you start to meet all these different characters and you're getting kind of these one-off stories and it kind of bounces around, the thing for me after that initial open and as Morpheus is trying to kind of put everything back together, the Corinthian as a character and his story is easily the most fascinating. And Boyd Holbrook, man, does he look like he is having a freaking ton of fun. And I don't think we actually ever saw the full reveal, but there's a reason that he wears glasses, and the trailer does a really good job of teasing what's going on with Holbrook as a fan, but not really giving it completely away. There's one shot where I don't think he has the glasses on, but his eyes aren't completely open. I'm very excited to see how there it is. They're not the way it's shot. You wouldn't know. It kind of looks like he's. I'm so pumped. He is chewing the scenery. I think the idea of really diving into his story as well as Morpheus's and kind of having that build up to be Sturridge and Morpheus versus Holbrook's Corinthian. A lot of fun to be had and really, really interesting material to adapt, which it looks like they're doing phenomenally. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who's not familiar with the books, but I'm telling you, as a comic book fan, I personally am really liking what I'm seeing, and I am very, very, very excited for this show. I like I said, it's something I think. I mean, there's lots of Neil Gaiman material that we've waited a long time as fans to see come to life, but I think the Sandman, specifically because of the way it dives into the comic book realm for Gaiman's career, he's a traditional author as well. It's just one of those things. The nerd in me is I cannot wait. And Morpheus, like I said, is such a cool character. And as I had mentioned, McAvoy sets a really, really high bar, and Sturridge is doing things that are similar, right? And I think that's interesting in the sense that I think there are certain aspects of the character and certainly things that I think Gaiman would be looking for as he's producing these types of things when it comes to the vocal delivery that I think are just inherent to Morpheus. But Sturridge definitely has his own take to it, and it's one of those things where it's if McAvoy didn't, that version didn't exist or I hadn't heard it already, what Sturridge is doing would also perfectly sync up for Morpheus. So I'm so excited for Tom Sturridge. He hopefully is about to have a nice little pop from this. But hopefully the other thing too is that the show is spectacular and we get multiple seasons, because the Sandman story is one of those things where you could almost anthology it. You know what I mean? You can kind of pull some of these pocket moments from the story that you can kind of tell. But there's definitely plenty of places to go for multiple seasons here. There's so much material that Gaiman has in the Sandman world, and based on what we were seeing in the teaser, which I think, like I said, definitely teases the beginning stages of the show, to what we're getting here at the official, which I think is showing you a little bit more of the middle section of the show, they're doing some really, really cool things and hopefully really interesting things from an adaptation standpoint. As much as I want to see certain things done correctly, one of the things I love about adapting comic book material is you can kind of, dive in a little bit more and flesh out some things that maybe Gaiman didn't get a chance to flesh out the first time around. Or dive into different concepts or ways to tell the story where it's inherently the same, but you want to be able to take something new, right? Like I said, I love this material. I know it really, really well, and the Audible version is verbatim. It's exactly what's on the page. So it'll be cool to see it brought to life in a way where we'll get some new things, and the visuals are just, man. I mean, There's a reason this is one of my most anticipated things of the year, and I'm very, very excited. So I'm going to shut up before I say something that maybe ruins something for you guys. I hope I did an okay job keeping it mostly spoiler-free based on what we've seen in trailers and just overall kind of where pieces of story could kind of go. Hopefully I didn't spoil anything, but I love what we're seeing here. So I'm going to shut up. And now I'm going to let you guys talk. Try not to spoil any major things if you're a diehard Sandman fan and you know this story quite well. But based on what we've seen in the trailers, how excited are you? Are you super pumped for Tom Sturridge? Are you pumped for the world? Are you excited to see how Gaiman and his writer's room, adapt this material this time around? Do you think it's coming together in a way that's just going to make all the Sandman fans go, yeah, baby, yeah? I hope that's where we're heading. It's fun, when the fandom gets to experience stuff like that. And obviously we know this one's special to Gaiman, so I would expect nothing less. But tell me what's popping for you and the things that you're looking forward to. How much of the idea of kind of building Morpheus against the Corinthian are you looking forward to in that piece of the story as far as adaptation goes? And just anything, man. Good, bad, indifferent on the official trailer for the Sandman down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you guys down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with Seaman as we approach Friday and my slow rollout of Sandman material. I'm sorry, I haven't had like a legit vacation in a while, and this isn't really a vacation. I'm just going down to AC for a few days to see fish, and it's gonna be great. They're playing right on the beach, so like we'll literally be jamming in the sand and water, which is it just makes me excited. And I extended that comeback. I'll have a few days at home to kind of get caught up on some stuff before I go back to work. It's like a little mini vacation for me. So apologize for the slow rollout, but I'm gonna be jamming the night away, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm excited. So hopefully you guys will be excited to see that stuff coming out. And if you want to be here when it drops and you want to just get involved, maybe you're just liking my general vibe, you want to hear like, yo, what was the fish show like? Because I'll probably talk about it briefly on whatever video follows those. But you want to be here for any of that stuff you haven't yet, you want to show a little love and support to the old C-Mail, hey! Come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. Jump over there. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. Until next time, for the C-Mans, send them sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. Oh, hey, what's going on? You must be sticking around because you're looking for more content featuring this guy. Well, guess what? You're in the right place. You can check out more videos right here and right here. And if you have and you want to come join that C-Maniac Nation, you can hit that subscribe right over there.